Okay, to transfer a pattern onto your glass, whether you've painted it with enamels or it's colored glass, this is a way to do it. With Royal Langnickel, any graphite paper will work. You can also use Sorel transfer paper. It's the same thing. I believe I got this from Dick Blick, so you can use it. It's the same type of product. Okay. All right. So there's what the packaging looks like. So you want to put, can you see that? There's a shiny side and a dull side. You would want the shiny side down. And our design is going to go inside of our noodle area is where that's going to be on this particular piece. So you can do one of two things. You can cut your pattern exact so that you can line the pattern up, and you'll have to repeat or finish it off. This particular pattern does not go all the way out. Let's get some painter's tape just so we can anchor that down a little bit. Okay. Alright, so I know I want it right inside those noodle lines that I put on there. So I can line this up with the top of the graphite, and then I could tape it. You don't want to tape it where you're going to be drawing, so just kind of anchor it just a little bit, just so it doesn't move on you. Okay? And then you want to draw around all the lines. You also want to make sure that everything is coming through okay, and we'll check it in just a second. Let's just do that. Lift one corner, and you can see that it's there. Now, what happened is this moved a little bit on me. So I am going to carefully, it's still at the top, so I think there was just that little itty bitty edge. Okay. You wouldn't have to do the little dot at the end of each one of these because you're going to put the dot there. But if you need it, by all means, transfer it. Okay, I did that one. So all of these lines are going to be piped on. So just make sure that you have each one. You, of course, if you find there's something you don't want to do, you could just wipe this off. Okay, you don't have to do it all if you decide you don't want it. So let's look at it again to make sure it's coming through, which it is. Let's turn another light on. Okay, I think you can see that. You could go over this with like a red pen if you wanted to, so you could see where you've been, which probably would be a really good idea. So that definitely would be a good choice. Not sure that I have one back here. I like using this, but let me double check. Maybe I do have a red one. Let's see if this is red. Oh, it is. Okay. Awesome. All right, so that way at least you know where you have been. Perfect. I forget about that when I haven't done it for a while. But that does help for sure. Makes it go faster. And the pattern is just a guide. It doesn't mean you have to be exact, but it definitely gives you something to go by. You could just freehand a design on there, but if you're trying to be careful and duplicate something, this is definitely the way to do it. Alright, so let's double check. Alright, so we need this leaf. So what I'm going to do is move my tape over here now, since we have that done. And you can see that it's coming off. Okay. Alright, so you get the idea. I'm going to finish transferring this, and then we will start our piping on the pattern.